So it sounds like there's enemies and stuff up above. So that's where I was earlier. Right? When I took over the spot. So now is it gonna break again?
Anyone assisting? We've encountered heavy resistance. We've fallen back to the left department. All agents are ordered to converge here.
Alright. This study extends the works of Irving Janis, Robert Barron, and others by proposing strong causal links between groupthink and the passive or active use of telepathy. To prove these connections, the psychology. To prove these conditions, the parapsychology department carried out variations of Solomon Asch's original conformity experiments using the telepathic individual as the subject. See experiments blank for details. Extensive qualitative and quantitative data resulting from these experiments was then used to identify telepathic interference within the group. Further empirical findings suggest measures can be taken to safeguard against telepathic influence on behaviors by engaging in blank. Rather boldly, this paper stands to revolutionize decades of groupthink theory and provide new directions for further experimentation on the mind, including manipulation of blank and blank. Refer to file 318-2849 for full report. Oh, the X-ray. So, no unique procedures needed. The object is a light box used to examine X-ray images. The image cannot be removed from the light box. The information on the image belongs to a patient named blank. The object allows utilitarians to forcefully seize an individual's blank. The seized individual becomes blank to the user. The effect lasts blank. Once released, the seized blank as a result of the psychic trauma. The object has no current binder. A janitor named blank bound the object to St. Anne's Hospital in blank. Soon the building's occupants were blanked by him. The Bureau dispatched an emergency response team to blank blank, the perpetrator, and blank the item. Fatalities numbered in the blank. For operational details, see case 26 HQ 452.
Please state your name for the record. Paul Warren, astronaut, first class. And you are aware that exposure to the astral plane can result in death, disability, personal injury, corporeal untangling, cognitive collapse.
Okay, so I'm just gonna continue with I think this is the main mission. Okay, so speak with him on the intercom next to the elevator. So I just have to find the elevator. Actually. The hypnosis lab. Alright, I'm just gonna continue up here if I can. Actually, I wasn't sure what direction I came from. Alright, so my guess... Yeah. So I can talk to him here. Hello?
Marshall, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
You got that right.
More of you? Really?
Oh, yeah. Say, like, I wonder now, do they just, do their heads just explode then? I think they do. Okay, that leads to the light. Central research. Alright. I don't want to. Oh, that was just the computer screen. Gets too off track. Because that's easy. Yeah, definitely enjoying the game and the atmosphere of the game. You have arrived at your destination.
Welcome to the party, ma'am. Marshall is right down the hall.
Oh, I thought they were like a controlled, but under control controlled. That makes sense. It does to me. It does to me. That was a clearance 4. Let me right in.
There you are. I was starting to worry.
Clearance 5. It's here for me to collect. Okay. Play with that. Alright, let's talk.
Congratulations on your appointment, Director Faden. I'm Helen Marshall, head of Bureau Operations. Zachariah's dead then, and I assume you found his gun.
Just call me Jesse. Trench told me to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline. Makes sense.
None of this phases her? Really?
Here's the situation. Darling created the HRAs in a lab nearby. We need more if we're gonna survive this attack. My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
At least she seems to know what's going on here. She could know about Dylan.
I can clear out the hiss. I'll be your firepower.
That's a good answer.
Is she testing me?
Darling has systems in place to protect his labs. This should help you get past them. We'll talk more after you clear out the hiss. Rangers, let her through. We'll have to lock the door behind you. Sorry, but we can't risk a breach.
Seen that fucking mirror that came in down the hall?
close the door.
I see rangers over there. We have to help them.
Like that, it seems like if I have other things attacking, that they could kill the guy I'm trying to change. Which I guess wouldn't really change anything. Because they all die anyways. I don't see any reason to like control these things. Like, is there a reason to? Other than blowing each other up. That's a big boy. Seems like he's just bringing out more and more guys. And throwing stuff. Wait, did I? Oh, maybe he did die. Maybe I came here a little too soon. And cleanse, and there's still guys attacking you. So the Hiss Warped wield only paranatural abilities similar to drifters. They are able to telekinetically shield themselves with nearby material and launch objects at their target. These entities are particularly destructive and difficult to kill, possibly indicating a greater internal reinforcement of Hiss resonance. Why do certain Hiss display paranatural abilities while others rely on Bureau firearms? Do certain corrupted entities have less potential than the hosts that become Hiss warped, or is this perhaps an indication of evolution or maturation of the Hiss corruption? Are there other stages of evolution yet to be found? What if the Hiss inhibits a host for a month, a year? Do hosts expire after a certain amount of time? Does the corruption become too strong for an organic body to endure? Only time and well-documented observation will tell. Refer to file blank for full report. So find Darling's HRA. More documentation. With the recent arrival of the blank, there are certain glaring gaps in the Bureau's ability to educate and raise a young blank. There are no other blank for blank to play with, and blank is expected to learn about a frightening new concepts. Blank will require a slow, blank-friendly introduction to paranatural topics. With this in mind, allow me to introduce The Threshold Kids, a television show in which a cast of cheerful puppets explain the dangers of living at the Bureau, but also show the fun side of being the fun side of the paranatural. Budget could be minimal. I took a few puppet making courses at my local community center. We can have research staff build the sets, record the footage, and even do the voices. It will be good for morale, and I guarantee Blank will respond positively to these videos. We can't expect a Blank to enjoy lectures and people in lab coats, but as television has proven for years, Blank love puppets. So that's the start of that creepy show. But it's funny though. Like with having, cause I think I came across the one. Yeah, I think so far I only came across one of the weird TV shows. Which one is different? Got it. Which one is... Oh, wait. Yeah, different. Because that one has all of its limbs. That one is missing a hand. Exhibit 5. Well, it's different. There's nobody there. So with that broken, does that mean one broke out? So mirror testing. Clearance 6. Yeah, I do like how they limit you of where you can go. Because otherwise I would be searching all these areas I'm not supposed to be going. And that definitely is good to limit that want to do that. Everything but play the game. Alright, as a test, television sets were placed in a variety of locations around the world inside rooms identically decorated. The hypothesis was that by identically altering the decor of every room and then changing the channel in every room but one, that the single differing television would spontaneously align the incoming frequency to match its synchronized counterparts. The experiment seemed like a failure until it was observed that the agents responsible for arranging them and monitoring these rooms were all experiencing the same emotional turmoil as one clinically depressed member of the team, himself being located in the eastern part of Blank. Psychological examination of the agents proved the correlation. Interestingly, the phenomenon of synchronicity oh my goodness, my reading is terrible, did occur, but not in the way we predicted. Refer to file 187, 3452 for full report. Like, reading in my head, it's like, oh, you know, you say the word, but then saying it out loud, it's like, oh my goodness. Last time I read this much out loud was like, well, probably never. The only time you've read out loud was like at school, and that was forever ago. Because in your head, you could just like kind of skim over words, or this is like, oh, I actually have to pronounce junk. Or is it? Okay, toilets. We have a speaker. Now, was it up here? No. It was on the other side. Okay. So I guess the map does help a tiny bit. Just not when you have to follow a distinct path. Oh look, a cleanup crew. No, I was already here. I already did the cleanup. So health would be exactly the 3. More energy. So plus 30 to melee damage. I don't really do much melee damage. Alright. I'm just gonna do more health for now. Because why not? So I have a 3rd gun. Okay, so spin. There's a generous magazine. Okay. So mods. Yeah, I'm bad at keeping up with updating everything. And even after updating stuff, it's like, oh, I don't know what I just did. Did it make the weapon better? Hopefully. And that's as far as my thinking goes when it comes to upgrades in games.
Altered item number 52AE analysis, session 2. I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage electric shock. No response. Next, I will introduce heat via a standard Bunsen burner. No response. Next, a series of solutions will be applied, each with a different value on the pH scale, from 0 to 14. No response to any value. Next, I will attempt to communicate. Can you understand me? Can you understand my words? Quack if you can understand my words. No response. This concludes session 2. We'll need time to prepare further tests.
Like, is this all about that duck? That's amazing. Quack. Oh, man.
This way to the lab? Okay. You must like these HRAs. Sounds like Darling built them. And most of the things around here. If Marshall can't help us with Dylan, he's our next best bet. Assuming he's not dead. Or taken over by the hiss.
So it does quack. They weren't just going crazy. The duck actually does quack. Oops. Please enter. No thanks.
You let me here. Any idea how to make it work?
So black rock prisms are unique formations of black rock, distinct in both their shape and potency. While the density of black rock dampens paranatural forces, the unique blank structure of prisms retain frequencies in the range blank to blank hertz, with perfect blank harmonization. This report analyzes the results of focusing a blank through a harmonized prism onto a blank, methods for the imprinting of non-physical fields onto blank, imbuing them with the properties of the harmonized resonance. Blank in the prism will be explored and explained. Refer to file blank for full report. Oh.
Altered item number 52AE analysis, session 2. I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage.
That was awesome with the, I don't know. I like games that have like subtle little things that if you skip over, you miss out on some of their good humor.
Hello again, Director.
Denied.
It appears we have a new problem. We need to get the HRA machine working.
I've replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
Darling must have had a system. Randomness isn't in his nature. The punch cards, the symbols, the terminals. How do they connect?
I'll see what I can do.
Okay. So I collect the cards. So there,
We need to find all the punch cards.
yeah, there we go. Oh. Because there was more. So this is 3. So 1.
Have you checked the upper floor?
That would be a no. I did not. Oh, look at that. It actually tells me. Hold up. There's what, 5 down there and 1 more up here? Wait. So am I short all of the cards?
Each punch card should correspond to a terminal.
Or does it show which one goes on which?
looks like he was working on something to do with these symbols.
So that... Alright, this is a little more confusing than what I was hoping for.
What do the symbols mean?
So my thought is, this one's 1. I don't know what they mean. This one's 2. So that seems like the 1, 2. Well, now it's saying 4 is that. Like, I'm sure I could work it out. I'm pretty sure I'm very much overthinking. Oh, okay. So that's pointing to the 5 slot. Oh, okay, and then the 2, 3 are swapped. Okay, so 2 is gonna be the full. And then 3, which one's 3? Wait, this one is 5. So 3 is this. Okay, so maybe the arrows have something to do with it. So, okay, maybe it's the arrows that are throwing me off. Yeah, so right? Wait, no, that goes to 5. Hold on. Okay, maybe that's it. Yeah, I think it was. I'm hoping this. This isn't it. Oh my goodness! Thank you. Yeah, the arrows were throwing me off big time. Thank you for helping out, Flexo. I didn't even think of the arrows. Yeah, it definitely worked. You definitely helped with that puzzle. Well, now it's broken.
The prism's shattered. Darling's prototypes have a lot of issues. We need a new plan. We need more Blackrock prisms to make this machine work. Darling has another lab, down in the Blackrock processing site and maintenance. That must be where he keeps the prisms.
I've been to maintenance already. I can find my way.
How long will that take? Nothing here is simple. I need to ask her now, before I go.
I need something from you first. What do you know about Dylan Faden?
I knew this was coming. Lives are at stake here, and we need this machine working to save those lives. Once that is done, Director Faden, then we can talk.
She's right. As much as I don't want to admit it. I'm the only one who can help.
Fine. I'll get the prisms first.
Dylan will have to wait just a little longer.
But don't call me Director. Jesse is fine.
I'll call you Faden. Here, you'll need this keycard.
Thanks. Emily Pope has set up a base in Executive. Once I have the prism, I'll meet you there.
Right. I'll move out immediately. And keep an eye out for Darling. Finding him might be the key to stopping the hiss.
It's just one large-scale HRA. It's there now. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. taking the protection Hedron can provide us and keeping us from being wiped out.
Okay. Still don't know what's going on. That explained nothing.
Here,
Yay.
this will lead back to Central Research.
Did something. Yeah, I don't know why it was throwing me off with the stupid arrows. But yes, you definitely helped there a ton, Flexa.